Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moogle Go Round Radio, episode 155. Why do I keep saying we're back? We keep coming. We're back every 2 weeks. We're back.
I know. We went on a holiday for a week, Chili. We missed 1 week.
But we're back again. And I need to stop saying that. How are you doing?
I've had this wisdom toothache for the past week, though. Yeah, I've been doing all right.
Okay.
I'm high on ibuprofen, so I'm very hot. I'm wearing a tank top and very hot still. I'm sweating. That can be the guess we've got on of the spiked blood pressure.
I mean, I'm excited too. And I don't know what we were just talking just before pre-show, and now I'm nervous again. But yeah, we've got we've had them on before, and I'm happy that they were willing to come back again. And I thought, what a better time than Halloween, because I feel like this is a fitting time for a crossover with the wonderful Warriors of Lust. Now, everyone finds it weird that I keep saying Halloween is a good, but in my head it is, okay? We've got the Enemy of Innocence, Callie Page.
Hello, and come on. Did you not learn last time? You do not have to be afraid of us or nervous around us. I know there is at any given moment a chance that we will get your channel banned, so I guess that makes sense, but we will do our best to behave.
Nah, be as yourselves, to be honest. I like that.
All right, that sounds like consent. Serena, we're good to go.
I'm in.
And we've got the Tempress of Fate, Serena.
Well, I honestly think Halloween time is perfect, but I'm also goth and I love Halloween.
Well, my view was it's the time of year where people go out and wear cosplays and sexy outfits. That was my viewpoint.
I mean, most people don't need Halloween to do that.
Well, listen, we wear cosplay and sexy outfits and slutty outfits most days. Halloween is just the one day that we don't get yelled at for it.
Halloween is the only day it's socially acceptable to go out dressed like that without people being like, oh my God, that whore.
You can go anywhere you want and just be like, I'm a sexy version of me today. You're wearing a tank top and a thong. That's true. Anyway,
that's me every day. I'm wearing a thong right now and a tank top, so
I'm very proud of you.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
At this time of the night,
really hot. I don't know why. I'm just really hot. I've got no heating on. My PC, I got my two puffs right next to me, and it's I don't understand what's going on.
Is it still hot over there?
No, it's not. No. It's pretty cold.
Okay, I was gonna say because we had snow for the first time this year today.
Oh my God, you did?
We did, and no one's happy. Everyone in my state is just angry about it.
I mean,
you can feel the collective mood in the state just drop as the snow starts to fall for the first time of the year.
I would like to. My state is happy because we're having a cold. It was 58 degrees yesterday when I was driving.
Oh, that's the nice thing is 70 degrees tomorrow. So oh wait, shoot, I gotta do this in Celsius. One moment. Oh God.
Google.
Celsius to Fahrenheit. No, I need it the other way around. Shit. Okay, it's gonna be 21 tomorrow. It was 0 today.
It was 14 for me. Yes, just very happy about it.
It's currently
you mean Celsius.
Yes.
Currently 12.
It's currently 10 here.
What is it,
So
hold up. 50. That's lovely. Nice little brisk weather. You can wear a hoodie. Have a fire running or something. That's beautiful weather.
It's currently 18 right now where I am. So
the weather's not the worst. It's because I personally live right next to the sea, so I have a really strong cold front from the North Sea.
That's interesting too, because in Michigan we've got massive lakes all around us, but because of that it doesn't get as cold because actually the water protects and insulates a little bit, so it actually tends to be a little bit warmer where I am in Michigan than in other parts of the country around here. Yeah, but I guess for you it's the ocean, so yeah, it's a lot colder.
So yeah, it's the sun is out. Oh, it's very nice. Then the wind hits you, and you're like, no, it's not very nice. I can point the way if I wore a thin t-shirt.
Man, I'd have to put on more clothes if I went over there. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So
I say we just.
I still go. I mean, I live down.
I
still go out in shorts and a tank top.
I say we just stick to the mist. I live there. That's a beautiful place to hang out. Everyone's always in bikini. It's beautiful.
So yeah, Halloween is coming. It'll be arriving shortly after this goes live on the Podbean feeds, and Final Fantasy 14, the video game that we sometimes talk about on this podcast, is currently doing its Halloween event. Let's call that All Saints Wake. Because it's just gone live I think it was, but at the time we're recording this, it went live yesterday, which was October 19th. There we go, we dated ourselves. So we're not going to talk about the event itself, but I do want to talk about the costume glamours and the emote you get. Does anyone else think it's one of the best glamours we've ever had in a long time from an event?
I think it's got to be up there. I mean, for me, the one I'm excited about is, of course, I'm excited and at the same time dread the emote. The pumpkin emote. The costume is awesome. I want to say it's supposed to be themed off like a plague doctor, but
I think it looks a bit inspired, at least.
Yeah, inspired by like a plague doctor type thing. Like plague doctor meets Garleans is what I see when I look at it. I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely one of the better ones we've had in a while. Like, I'm glad it's not like, all right, here's a pumpkin you can put on your head. Cool. That'll get a lot of use.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but when you see it, like, it's always just like, oh, look at the person wearing the pumpkin head. That's interesting. Like, that's a weird call. This will actually, like, some of these pieces I could actually see using in glamours. Like, the pants, definitely. The pants are going to be, those are going to be big time for glams. The boots are really, like, if you just want simple black boots, those are really good. And even the coat, depending on how well it dyes, it could be really good too. I just know that side panel with all the medicines and vials in it, that's not going to dye, and it's going to look like garbage in some colors.
Don't look at me. I like that look.
Again, it's just a nice brown layer. It's like dye.
Yeah, sometimes they do it where like the off pieces will dye a little bit when you change the color of it. Like sometimes they just stand out as whatever color they are and nothing changes, but sometimes you get a piece where the off color bit will like change to like a partial shade of what you dye it, and that one is those pieces are always nice. I hope that's what this does.
I have to admit, the best part of the belt bit.
Yes, that's what I mean. Finally, something that's got just the one kind of belt loop over the leg. That's gonna look really good on some of I think I might use that on my Dalmascan draped top cosplay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that with the Dalmascan draped top I think would look really, really cool.
I just like the extra.
I have a good pair of pants that I use my Dalmascan draped top, but it's a Dragoon only piece. Or sorry, can't say that anymore. Dragoon Reaper only piece, maiming only piece. So I can only wear it on my Dragoon and my Reaper, so I'm looking forward to having a piece that I can replace it with that'll make it work for everything.
Oh yeah, I really want emote.
Me too. And I know it's supposed to be a pumpkin cookie, and it's shaped like a pumpkin cookie, but it looks a bit more like a chocolate chip to me.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I was just looking at it. I'm like, is that supposed to be a pumpkin? And I know it's just where her hands are covering, but like, yeah, it just looks like a chip cookie. Like, it looks like a chocolate chip cookie that has a little bit of runoff. Like, when you've baked it and it's not stayed exactly circle, and you've got a little bit at the top that's like, it shows that it's homemade and it's not manufactured. Right. And also, I'm all for working smarter and not harder, but we all see what you're doing with the various emotes. We all you've got one motion that you happen to make work, and now you just got to swap out an asset every time you want to make a new emote. And listen, we all see what you're doing. We're all wise to it. None of them look any different. At least with the pizza emote, there was a special emote with that,
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm waiting for?
For us to get the
summer
pizza
event,
emote?
it's going to have a fucking rocket lolly. You're sucking on the rocket lolly. That's what I'm looking for next.
Listen.
Wait, do they even have rocket lollies in America?
I don't know what it is.
It doesn't sound.
Let's just look it up. What is a rocket lollies? Oh god, I'm gonna get something I don't want on my computer. No, we do have those. They just aren't called that. Or what are those in America?
Hold on, I'm looking up. Oh, those are like
Yeah, we do have them, but they're just not called that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Like I've also heard them called traffic lollies as well, depending on the flavors.
Oh yeah. For us a lolly would be a like a sucker.
Popsicle. No, a popsicle.
A popsicle?
I don't know.
Yeah, those are called rock lollies, but they're like called like ice lollies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For us, we would like when we refer to like a lollipop, it's usually a sucker.
Hard candy.
Yeah. But yeah, no. if they add that into the game right before NA Fan Fest, I mean,
Scream.
right as I get to go, maybe ask them a question. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I mean, I already know if I could have one question with Koji, I know what it would be. But if they put that in the game right beforehand, I might have to rethink it.
Well, we got to make sure that Warriors Lost gets to Fan Fest.
We are very hopeful. We are. I know at least one of us is going to be there, no matter what. We are hopeful to get to go as press as well and ask some questions because the people are demanding answers. People, they want to know. And we're gonna ask. I've had 2 people say already, like, "Hey, if you get a chance to ask, please, I need you to tell them that we want the dance poll to be interactive." And girl, you're preaching to the choir.
Me too. I also want it to be interactive.
I listen, you guys went as far to you know what you did. You put a stripper pole in the game and then you didn't make it interactable. Not even an emote that we can use around it. Like even if it's not explicitly like interactable, like you can click on it to interact with it. If you just give us a dance that can clearly, like if you position yourself right, works around the pole, that would be fine too. But come on, guys.
I think that would be better in a way. Like,
that's what I mean. Like
the interactive,
they could
would be...
argue, because then they can argue that it's not intentional. That's just what the player base decided they want to do with it. Ha 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 ha! Like they always do, and that's fine. I'll be the deviant who says, "Yeah, I'm subverting their intentions." Eyes as I perform on stage for a crowd of 20 people jerking it. But they I could see that being a much better way for them to go than just like literally allow us to click and say or like / pole dance. Like I for sure don't think they would ever do that. I just need a dance
/ P dance.
Exactly. I just need a dance that just coincidentally just so happens to work around the pole kind of well. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now in my head, I wasn't thinking of the legal reasons. That's a good idea as well. But my thing is the fact that they've only got a limited amount of interactable objects in the house. Mm-hmm. So you would have to remove some stuff if you wanted the interactive pole as well. So having the emote would mean you wouldn't have to worry about housing restrictions.
You know what? That's a very grounded in game design and grounded in how the game works reason for what I said. So that's excellent. Yeah.
So
Serena,
Oh.
you'd be pole dancing, right?
Oh, of course.
Is
that even a question?
First stream that is on. Like, I'm just gonna be pole dancing. It's gonna be like we are gonna be pushing Twitch boundaries.
And don't worry, when we want people to leave, my ladder will start pole dancing, and then we'll have everyone leave.
There we go. I'm just saying it would save me having to type out a number of paragraphs if I didn't have to role play it, and I could literally just pole dance.
Yeah. Or look very awkward because some people try to dance next to it, none of them really work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All the dance, like some people I see, they'll do the Thavnaran dance, and that's all right. The gold dance, no, not really. The bee's knees, no, not really. Which was really infuriating because they literally put a strip club in Shadowbringers and had people dancing on the poles. So I know that you've modeled it. That's what I mean. I know you guys have modeled it. You have done the work already. And I'm sure there's way more that goes into it if it's, our characters who have to be able to do it versus just an NPC who's doing it. But you've already put the precedent in the game of there are strip clubs and people pole dance in them. So
why can't we be those people?
Here, put it in the cash shop. The 2 things that you could put in the cash shop that would make you $1 billion is a pole dance and the the Emmett Selk sassy hand wave.
I would actually cry.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I would pay $20 for the stupid sassy hand wave just because it's the best.
I would absolutely cry. Like
what
I was so excited about the stuff. Oh, the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Right. We stayed on topic.
No, it's kind of topical in a way.
It is a little bit. I mean, hey, FanFest did get announced. That's very exciting.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to go.
Yeah. Have you ever been, Serena?
No, because I started playing. FanFest was supposed to happen in 2020.
Mm-hmm. It would have been
2020, and
Serena,
COVID.
I always forget that you're a baby.
Yeah, I only started playing in
18. Oh, so like maybe just missed it because 2018 was the last fan fest there was.
Yeah, I started playing. I started playing August 20.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you like the fan fest happened like right after you started playing.
Yeah, it was my birthday present. So yeah.
Oh,
gotcha. Okay, interesting.
2018 fan fest. That was so fun.
That was what I remember of it was a time. I do remember drinking a lot.
I was a little high. That's what I remember.
Yeah. I was.
I don't drink, but sorry.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but Drudge on the other hand. Oh yeah, Jerry's got this. Get that alcohol away from me. Give me that dry shit right there. Call me the chili double
I learned at Vegas that weed gives me a good night's sleep. So that's what I learned.
I mean, the right strains of it will definitely do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So some of the best night's sleeps I got were in Vegas on the floor in the closet. It was great.
That will do it. Yeah.
Not in the closet.
Well, I mean, different kind of in the closet, not the kind we're used to talking about.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
It's not in the closet still.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Actually, that's not a great place to sleep either. You know what? Fair point. I'm wrong on that one.
By the way, I want to bring up something from your previous episodes because I've been re-listening through some of season 2 again. And you brought up Ilberd as one of the first topics.
On the Thirst Down, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Wait, the cripple?
No,
that was Raban. He is the one who crippled Raban.
Yeah, the Griffin.
Oh, him, the Griff.
Do you think he shouts sloppy as he finishes?
I only think of the
Or
to me, it seems more like a commentary on once you're done.
Yeah.
Or does he shout for El Amigo?
Most people aren't into sloppy seconds, but I'll bet you he is.
Yeah. So does he shout for El Amigo as he ends?
He definitely does that. Yeah, he definitely does that. Ilberd got selected to the Thirst Down in maybe the rudest way possible. You see, what happened was we had it was Jiraku's episode to host, which means that Jiraku makes the outline for the episode. Because Jiraku made the outline for the episode, he got who he wanted for the Thirst Down first that week. And here's the thing. He delayed that episode 2 weeks in recording. If you want to know whose fault it was that we were late recording that episode, it was, and he's not here to defend himself, so I can say that. He is not. He is currently traveling. I think he's going down to Texas, something like that. I don't know. He's traveling at the moment. Yep.
He's gonna go see some customers, maybe.
I think he's going to do like a writing. I'm not quite certain, but So he delayed us a couple weeks, and because he delayed us a couple weeks, we got past the point where we needed to worry about having a spoiler embargo on episode 6 or on patch 6.2, which means that he got to pick 0 as his Thirst Down entry. Which means that whatever Serena and I picked was irrelevant because we were going to lose because 0 win.
Supposed to have 0.
Yeah, exactly. Serena was supposed to get 0, and I wanted 0, and I still want 0. 0 is a character, by the way, who I love so much that upon seeing her, I went and interrupted my wife while she was at work to inform her that our characters in game are now polyamorous because I want to fuck 0. So that's how much 0 touches me in interesting places. In my defense,
I can't just imagine that. I don't know why bursting
in my defense, she immediately responded, "Okay, but I get Graha, so fair enough." Fair enough. After he picked 0,
hot force.
Yes, it would, and I will let you know how it goes when we inevitably roleplay it. After he picked 0 and effectively ruined the game for that week, I wasn't going to waste a pick on someone who would actually be competitive most weeks, so I just picked Ilberd. And that is a pick that now is forever on my record as someone I entered onto the Thirst Down, and will forever be a badge of shame that I must wear and carry with me.
Yes, you will.
I will indeed. I could have said someone better than Ilberd. I could have said
You
someone
could've.
like who I wouldn't pick on a normal week, but like is better than Ilberd. I could have said Jiraku. I could have put Jiraku on the thirst down that week.
You
I
could
think
have.
that-
Actually, goes to make note on how to guaranteed get Jiraku to vote for me one week.
My God,
feel
we
like
just
that's
put each other
cheating.
on the-
Oh my god. Oh yeah, one week where we all just pick each other.
Mhm.
That's kind of
Yeah.
like that's kind of the podcasting equivalent of a circle jerk, right?
Yes, it is. Oh, I can imagine you put that name. He's like looks at the camera like he's in the off.
Oh god.
Oh. So, forgot where we were now. I'm distracted by the circle
Yeah.
jerk, if I'm completely
So-
honest.
Sorry, we have a habit of doing that, especially when we're circle jerking.
We do.
That's fine.
I think we were finishing up talking about All Saints Wake, maybe.
We went from All Saints Wake to strippers to fan fest
Oh yeah, there we
Circle
go.
jerking.
Yeah,
to circle jerking.
I still want to ask.
Sorry, I
Koji
got
which
distracted
primal he
by
wants
this-
to have sex with.
Wait, what?
I said I want to ask Koji what primal he wants to have sex with. Like that's my question for Koji if I ever get to talk to him.
I wonder who it'd be. I'd be
I
interested.
just, like that, you know what my favorite thing about that is I've told that a number of times to people that that's the question I would ask Koji, and no one ever suggests, well, what if he says no one? It's always just, yeah, he would definitely say someone, but who would be? I wonder.
Yeah, who would it be?
My money's on. I feel like Koji goes for the class. I feel like he says someone like Garuda
Yeah,
Hmm,
or
mhm.
Shiva. But
or Shiva. Yeah, I mean,
I feel like
Ah.
Shiva would be painful though.
she made my thirst down one week. I think episode 8, I think was of
So
season 1.
Garuda-
I mean, they would all be painful in one way or another.
Yeah.
Come on,
mostly because-
Garuda's queefs have got to be fucking legendary. What happens
Jeez.
if she does that and just, you're gone?
I mean,
You're
that'd be about it for you.
You're halfway through limbs.
Yeah, like Tsukiyomi, that's not going to be fun for you. I mean, it will be for a minute.
Yeah.
Step on me, mommy. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and then you've got the later ones like the newest primal. Barbara. I think she'd be fun too because of the hair.
I mean, Barbaricia, let's be
I love
clear, is
Barbaricia.
I mean, she's Garuda 2.0. They're like, what? Can we make Garuda hotter? And they,
I mean, they took that along with Tsukiyomi with Stefan, got great legs,
yeah.
Yeah.
giant,
I mean-
and then just goes into giant arms.
She literally makes her thighs like grow to like 3 times their size, and it's
She makes herself thicky.
she does. Oh my gosh. I mentioned it on Warriors of Lust the other one.
Yeah.
She has the moment in the I think it's only in the EX fight, but after her first jump where she comes back down and says, "I'll make it quick." But that's not what it sounds like she says. It sounds like she says, "I'll make it fit." And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes." please."
Wait,
She would make it fit.
She would make it fit and I would let her.
He would say thank you.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything. My tongue would be hanging out and my eyes would roll up into my head, but yeah. I would make some sort of guttural noise, I'm sure. And it
If
would,
it
it
sits,
would
she will
loosely
fit.
translate to thank you.
Yes.
if it fits, she will sit. So
We
Oh,
keep those guidelines.
that was basically Callie's motto. If it fits, I sit.
and if it barely fits, she'll still try and sit.
Yeah. I mean, if it barely fits, I'll just need a little help. Grab them hips and push.
So yeah. By the way, as we were saying, talking about, remember, go check out Warriors of Lust. It's such a good podcast. So
I will
make sure
say
you go check
this:
them out.
it is a podcast.
It is definitely a podcast.
It is definitely that. We do myself and Jiraku every other week. We get together to shamelessly thirst over the many beautiful denizens of Aetheris, to discuss parts of the Final Fantasy XIV community that often don't get discussed on podcasts. We talk a lot about the roleplay community, the erotic roleplay community. We talk about managing multiple characters and trying to write stories and backgrounds for your characters. We talk about various kinks and how they are explored. We have a new segment this season that we're doing called Kink of the Week, where we break down a different kink every week, talk about how to practice it safely and consensually, what generally people get out of the kink for those who are into it. We typically will admit if anyone on the cast is a partaker, and so far we have had at least one of us into all of them. And we also then, of course, to tie it back to Final Fantasy XIV, talk about who in Final Fantasy XIV also definitely partakes of said kink. That's a new thing that we've been doing on the show this season, and it's been a lot of fun to out ourselves for the deviants and degenerates that we are. Last
Okay,
episode, kink of the week
Sorry,
was
carry on.
spicy. No, you're fine.
Well, talking about stuff like that, though, talking about NPCs that might have certain kinks.
Oh yeah.
With the All Saints Week coming out, and as we said, it's a time for people to go out wearing outfits they might not normally be seen going out and about with. Which NPCs do you think will be wearing stuff like that? Would be willing to be wearing risque outfits?
You're Urianger.
You think so? Urianger? I love it. Okay.
Just take.
I will cede that Urianger would wear it, but only because someone is bullying him and making.
Thancred.
For sure, Thancred got Urianger something scandalous to wear and said, "Here, this is yours. Sorry, we got the wrong one. I guess you'll just have to wear it." And Urianger is like, "I doth protest," and he's like, "No, wear it."
Or he'll be like, well, "We're gonna go there dressed as a theme, and then not turn up at all."
Yeah, we're gonna go dressed we're gonna go in our chocobo outfit, but both of us are the back half of the chocobo. Yeah, it's a fat chocobo to be fair at that point, but yeah. I think Urianger is a good one. I think any bard, first of all, anyone who's ever played bard probably will wear something scandalous at some point. I would say Y'shtola, because of course the bit is that Y'shtola is into every kink that we talk about, but I feel like this is the one where like Y'shtola like draws the line where she like has her line in the sand about, oh, that's so trivial, you know what I mean? She won't do it because like oh, everyone dresses like that. Haha, it's so funny. But I feel like this is the one where she just on some sort of weird principle won't do it, but then like there's definitely another day of the year where she's like, and it's time for a swimsuit for no reason.
Yes. I could see that, most definitely.
Who else? Yida 100%, or Lise, sorry, should be more accurate. Lise 100% does.
Hythlodaeus.
Oh yeah,
Hythlodaeus, to be very clear, Hythlodaeus. Every year, his outfit has gotten progressively more scandalous and he's trying to get Emmett Selk to say something, and Emmett Selk just won't comment on it. So every year he gets a little more skimpy and risque.
First, it started with this shirt suit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It started with him being in this big ridiculous shark costume, and Emmett Selk like doesn't even notice. So now he's just like it's progressively sluttier shark costumes.
I was going to say now it's.
And I'm sorry, but I would say that Azem is probably the one that suggested it in the first place. Is my guess.
She would do it too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think Vana is definitely the ringleader of this. Vana is definitely the one who creates them for him.
He's like, listen, and she's all right, got it.
Yeah, I think Hythlodaeus is a good one.
Thank you. I'm just gonna name some oddball ones off the top of my head.
All right, I love it.
Magni.
It always comes back to Magni. I will say Sadhu for sure does.
Sadhu for sure.
Sadhu, but she doesn't know it's All Saints Wake. She's just like, no, this is just what I'm wearing today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think Sadhu does. What's it? Forces Sarah to do it.
Yeah, Serena.
I mean, my little gay heart says yes.
Yes.
Listen, those scenes in Endwalker were my life for a minute. Like we're
so much.
I'm just like, all right. I'm like, damn it, Square, you hurt me once with Gaia and Reen. I'm not gonna let you do this to me again. And do it to me again. The first time there was the slightest hint, I was like, oh, never mind, they're gay and they're in love, and they're gonna find out by the end of this story. We'll see it.
I mean, I also think Watchcut is in a relationship as well. If when you finish Island Sanctuary, the two people that turn up there, I feel like they're on their own honeymoon or at least something.
Can I tell you how much that scene pissed me off? Because they literally show up to check out the island and never leave the beach. The one part of the island I've done no renovation or work on. They actually don't go look at the island at all, and it made me mad because I'm like, I put effort into this island. I built a functioning economy from wood.
I still feel sad, like when you put the minions out on the island. I put all my minions because I didn't know where to put them exactly, so I just put most of my minions on the main area. I put all the Scions and a couple of the other characters in the main area, but for some reason, for the first day, nobody wanted to be near Alpha Node.
Aww.
He was in his own corner. He kept looking at everyone and just going to walk towards them and then then being too shy and then walking back to his corner.
Oh my god.
Nobody wanted. Eventually, the next couple of days they started moving around, and they went to But the first day, nobody would go near Alpha Node, and that was the only time I ever felt bad for Alpha Node. I was like,
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, speaking of which, that's who's definitely dressing scandalous for All Saints Wake, Ameliance.
yeah, I was going to say that if you've done her quest line in the game, because the fact that she wants you to what was it, dress to impress her husband or turn his eye?
She wants you to make Fortuno blush.
Yeah. So she is clearly wearing the scantiest outfit that she can possibly get legally in Charlian.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in Charlian, that's still probably just a robe that covers everything.
Might be.
But it has a fancy pocket over the boob.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a little boob window cut out, but it's not even at the cleavage. It's still up by the collarbone, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The skirt is short, but it's short as in you can see the top of the socks.
My ankles. I'm sorry, my ankles are showing. Does this do something for you? Oh God. Who else?
There's another one I was thinking of. Canny Senna, I think would go pretty crazy, to be honest. I feel like
the one day of the year where she gets to.
Yeah, because doesn't she like to get drunk and dance with the Moogles? If I'm rightly.
I believe that is true. Yeah, you're right. I think she likes to get cranked and go hang out in the forest.
She gets drunk with us. Let's go.
So I feel like this would be the time of year which she would let her hair down and enjoy herself a little bit. But to be honest, I think nearly all the city-states leaders would do that. Like, I think even Merylwib would get involved somehow.
I stand by that Merylwib has a harem of women who dress like that for her.
Daily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she feels any need to.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Unless she definitely has like fishnets on underneath her outfit.
All right, well, in my mind, now she does.
That would be good.
Oh my God.
As we all just sigh wistfully.
Look, I like tall ladies. It's why I play Lalafell. means everyone's tall.
I like pretty much all ladies.
I like people.
Yeah. If you can pick me up and break me over your head, all the better. Right?
Right. I'm sorry.
I saw Zero and like my brain shut off for a solid 8 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay. Speaking of Zero, I think Zero would get it would be shown risque costumes and be like, this is what you have to wear for this type of thing. And they would go, okay.
Yeah, that's just it. I think you could tell Zero, like, on this day we don't wear clothes, and she'd be like, oh, all right, and she would just do it. Like, it wouldn't mean anything to her. Yeah.
I'd be worried that she'd end up trying to attack some of the costumes though, if they end up going as void monsters at the party. Yeah, I'm worried she'll just go get.
I think I could see her definitely being like a case of, I mean, she'll just do probably whatever you tell her, so like that's fine. That said, she's broken and I can fix her.
Also, why do we have to tell her how to eat? If she wants to eat by draining the fruit, let her.
I just think your way. I wish I could do. All right.
Yeah.
Get myself to this just by holding the thing in my hand.
Well, there's a bunch of foods where it's like it's healthy for me, so I should eat it, but I don't want to eat it because it's gross. Like,
why did that come into my head? Do you think she can do that to you?
Can she drain the ether out of you that way? I don't know.
Probably.
I mean,
I'm sure there's a fiction about it somewhere.
And if there isn't, it's being written as we speak.
It's being written now. Someone finally thought about it.
I'll say you can look forward to it on my archive of your own.
I don't know why this came into my head.
I mean, though, that would require specific aiming, though, right? She's just draining the apple or banana, not
right.
Just...
I would appreciate you like taking the extra time to aim a little bit on that one. We're only going to get one shot at this.
But I guess carrying on with that last question of the risque outfits, do you think if there's a All Saints Wake like party event, which NPCs would you?
Does she try the nut?
Does she try the nut? But hey, I always say big shout out to Rencia. For anyone that watches Moogle Go Round when I stream, the Jeff PNG tube was designed by them. They are wonderful. Please go check them out on Twitch. They do wonderful streams. They're very creative, more creative than I am. That's for certain.
Oh, that reminds me. Jiraku told us to tell you that you're a VTuber.
Oh yes. So you are a VTuber now.
Yay!
Because I definitely might have lost the Discord and kind of freaked out a little bit just before. Because I was a part of this. Where did it go? I could not for the life of me find it. So I had to come onto here and then open and like click on it, and Discord was like, where? So it was within my VTuber folder on my Discord.
Yay!
And I had to move it. I was like, I can't lose this again.
Well, you know what? I'll take that. I like playing Jeff. He is fun. So
Yeah.
For any reference, Jeff is the producer of the show. I can't remember what happened with why Jeff exists, but yeah, we've got some weird characters.
You guys could hear a lot of seagulls outside my house at the time, and I, for some reason, I just went like, "Oh yeah, that's Jeff." And then for some reason, like that, just like the guest we had on at the time was like, "Who the hell's Jeff?" And I'm like, "You know what? Jeff can be where the hell we want."
Yeah.
And in the end,
I'm still happy that our current merch for episode 150, which you can still get right now, has the first ever canon image of Brenda, another character that we have.
But Chili,
Brent.
Where can we get that merch?
Yeah.
You can find it at this link that I think I have. Store. If it works, it would be store, but it did not work because I've put stream elements on and I haven't moved everything yet.
Oh, there's a shop. What? Chili, what?
Well, we will look forward to a link in the episode description.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, there's some episode 150 merch, and I decided if anyone who listened to episode 150, we decided to go crazy and just sell everything that could exist. So anything that you think you could buy, you can buy with this on, including stockings and shower curtains.
Yeah.
So,
well, listen, the Warriors of Lust are no strangers to whoring out merch or just whoring out in general.
we are also we also kind of whore out.
I'm sorry. You can be blunt, be bold and proud about it.
Damn right, we whore out.
Yeah.
Do you all get to do patch 6.25?
But no. Before we get that, the costume. Who would you take out on the party?
Oh, who would I take to a costume party?
That's Selk.
I am bound by marriage to say my wife, but assuming that that's not an answer.
I'm talking like in-game characters. Not.
Yeah. No. Who? Oh, wait. I already know this answer. Zero. She is. I feel
like that was an easy win button.
Callie is.
And I'd like to press that button.
She has some issues. She has some things. She needs to help fix people. She needs to help put people back together. She can fix broken people. She can make them better. And Zero is like if I had the pen myself in the writing room, I couldn't have written a more perfect character for her. I am very excited to have Zero in this game, and I have no doubt in my mind that she will be dead by the end of this expansion, and I will cry forever. By the way, I don't have an actual in-game reason to believe that she'll be dead, just that
the fear
will hurt me.
I mean, have you ever played Final Fantasy 4?
I have, and that, you know what? There's an in-game reason for me to be afraid too. Now I'm actually just terrified.
Something must.
Oh boy.
So,
please. I saw the interview that Yoshi did where he talked about how surprised he was that people outside of Japan liked Zero, and I'm like, Yoshi, you don't know us at all. All these years we've been together, we've been doing this, and you don't think that you put that character in the game and we're gonna like her? Are you out of your mind? You gave her the most lesbian haircut in history, a badass duelist chapeau that you stole right out of Dynamis Zarkabard. I'm into it. How would I not like that?
She is wonderful.
Why Celtic Crow? Why bring up? Why?
Oh, Celtic Crow. That's not nice. That's not nice.
Stop.
By the way,
Stop. I'm gonna leave now.
By the way, I always tell this because people don't understand how emotional this is as well. If you please go do the sandwich quest in Charlian.
Oh boy.
That's a really emotional story. It's okay. It's not that emotional in a way, but for a side story, it's quite rough.
There's a few of those, especially in Endwalker. I feel like they did a really good job of having really emotional
Renshi, it's like
moments.
The Sandwich Quest. Oh fuck. Yeah, the Sandwich Quest. Exactly. If you've been playing the game for a long time, the Sandwich Quest will both make you smile. It's like you said. I felt sad, but also happy. It's like a really good quest for something that people probably won't do because they don't know it exists.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people like me who haven't done most of the let's just call them yellow, shall we?
High five.
Most quests that if it doesn't have a blue and a plus sign on it, I'm probably not doing.
Renshi also said he'd take Xenos to the party.
Ooh, I will.
With a t-shirt saying "I'm with stupid" and him with "We're both stupid."
You know what? I could. I feel like Xenos would go to that party for 10 minutes and then kill someone, and then you'd have to leave. But I saw a great quote from Xenos the other day where it's just like, we could have murdered everyone here by now if you would just chill. It's like that's basically his character.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot of fellow, so I'm biased. I'm probably just going to take Nanamo.
I mean, that would be sensible. It's either Nanamo or Tataru for every Lalafell out there.
So no, there's what's good. There's Momody.
Okay, yeah, there's Momody. I mean, again though, like if you didn't like
Pippin, I'm sorry.
If you didn't start in Ul'dah, like Momody doesn't quite mean as much, but yeah. I mean, it's like I would say Mother Mune because I started in Gridania, but
I remember the fact that there was I can't remember if it's still in the game or not, but I do remember there was a cutscene where she when you're about to leave, she's like, I'm here to listen, especially if you've got men troubles.
Wow.
So
I mean, she's into it. Fair enough.
From what we heard, she often talks about different adventurers with staff. So, yeah. Which, to be fair, the quicksand, she probably gets sick of it, depending on the server.
I mean, yeah, you'd think like anyone who works in the quicksand, they would be kind of burned out on it by now. Have to be kind of a hazard of the workplace.
She probably just has a checklist of like all the different actions she sees in a day just to see if there's anything new.
That's what I mean. Like how many bunny boys can you see get railed over a table before you're just numbed?
Oh, what if she has
I can sit there and watch that all day and keep getting a boner. I don't know what you're on about.
Well,
but she's been working there for years, so that's
what I mean. Like I feel like I would say I could watch it every day, but then it would be 3 years later, and you'd be like, well, I've seen every size and shape dick you can imagine at this point, and every face a bunny boy can make. Like at some point, you've seen it all.
But just think, say she takes a year off and just goes explores. She would miss it, she'll come up.
Yeah, I think you'd miss it eventually. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she'd miss it, but for the first day, she'll be like, finally,
it's either one.
Something different.
Yeah, exactly. She goes to Doma just to see something different for a little bit.
Get away from it all.
She goes to the tribe. Go to this steppy and see. Oh, yeah, there's tribes. Fucking.
Just go visit Magnite. Nothing happens there.
Corkscrew.
Wasn't there like a Reddit thread where they discussed the size of their junks? I'm rightly years ago.
I mean, listen, I don't remember it, but I am 100% certain there is. There's no way there isn't.
Like I'm not joking, but they tried to use science to try and work out how accurate it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Nobel Peace Prize for this.
Right. Compare the average by mass of what a rabbit, a cat, a lizard all has going on.
Yeah, and they're comparing that to like the aura. They're like, oh well, they have that with that, but then the females are smaller, so you compare that to that, and then you're like, okay, you put too much time into this.
I beg to differ. I think they put just enough time into it.
Mass circumference. Oh no.
I mean, they also take into account that typically humans actually have very large faces by comparison to other species. Yeah. So probably the pures are probably packing more than anyone.
Yeah. So
this changes a lot in my writing.
Okay. So with costume, outfit, pie.
I think we were on ticking this off. Tick.
I think that
talking about penises. A tick off of that.
We're very close to bingo.
Yeah. I don't know what we get at bingo, but it's a nice surprise. Oh.
You know what we get.
You know what happened to Bingo.
Well, I guess we should talk about 6.25 because that happened recently, a couple of days ago. We are not going to talk anything about the story or anything like that because I feel like it's been too soon.
I think that happened is the best description I've ever heard of a 0.5 patch. Well, that just happened.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, for most 0.5 patches, that's very nice because most of the time it's not even that impressive, in my opinion.
I played through it on stream and sat there most of the time just staring in the distance with a 1,000-yard stare in my eyes. It's like, what am I watching right now? What is this insanity? So yeah. But we're not talking about story.
No.
Okay.
No,
right.
but no, we're not going to talk about the story. But we will talk about the fact that they added the first step of the relic weapon.
They did.
Yes. What does everyone think about it? What are your thoughts on the relics?
Because I looked at them once.
For a first stage, I like it. I think it's one of the better first stages of Relic that we've had in a while. Like I think the last one that I liked as much as this in the first stage was probably Heaven's Word. I will say the Dragoon one looks pretty good this time around, but I am very indeed upset at how much better the Reaper one looks. I get it, Mom and Dad. We're not your favorite maiming child anymore.
There's another one.
I know we now have a younger sibling in the maiming family, and they are the favorite. I get it.
Don't worry,
like the Black Mage one. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, don't worry. I feel like in the next patch, next expansion, scouting will be the one that will be not part of the younger one anymore. Because it's weird that scouting is the only melee without a second job now.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I forgot that scouting still didn't have just ninja, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I want it to be a pirate. So
Corsair or Beastmaster incoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they've said that future jobs will not be inspired by any previous Final Fantasy jobs.
They have. That's true. They did say that. Yeah. Which ruined all my theories.
Which sucks because I also want Corsair.
I want a gambler-esque job. That isn't Astrologian.
I mean, that's not even a gambler job nowadays.
No, I guess
to be fair, it never was
a.
Even then, it wasn't. Did you get balance? No. Okay, throw it away.
Yeah, pretty much. it was a very different time. It certainly wasn't gambler like Corsair was gambler.
Yeah. Brancy did the axe there and they did great. I've done the ninja and the scholar, so and I really like the ninja because I like the little purple bits because purple is my favorite color. So it won me over with the little purple bits.
I love purple. Is that why I'm your favorite? You don't have to tell them.
Wow, very nice.
Look, I'm not biased, but I'm biased. I like all the purple ones equally.
Oh, hey, you know what? The gunbreaker weapon doesn't look too bad, actually.
No, the gunbreaker weapon looked bad at all.
Yeah, actually, I want that.
I want the scholar weapon.
The scholar weapon's so good.
I understand what you guys were saying
about what
Emmett's Silk.
Oh,
if you look at it,
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Black Mage once again has a glowing orb.
Oh yes. Though I hope they don't. Okay, I hope the glow isn't too crazy because I find sometimes when there's details like that when they add the sparkly effect, it just sometimes ruins the weapon a little bit. Like I like a big glowy weapon, but I want to be able to see the details that they've added to the weapon.
Oh yeah.
So I don't like the sage weapon at all. I don't.
No,
all the
terrible.
sage weapons look the same.
Let me look at this.
The sage weapon's pretty awful. The monk fists aren't bad.
Does it just look like
the monk fists are just just mini aetherites, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah. I'll bet you they die real cool though. I'll bet you like if you dye them the right color, they come out pretty cool.
But if anyone that has done the quest, remember that it's only 1,500 tomes to buy another one. So
that's true.
And you've got you'll have 4 months until the next actual upgrade. So
that's so bananas.
You're gonna have plenty of time to buy more.
I just saw the scythe and now I'm angry all over again. It's so unfair.
It's
like the pole arm's cool, but it's not that cool though.
Oh yeah. But to be fair, I think the Reaper weapon looks cooler than all of them. Really, there's so much detail in it.
Yeah, we can tell who of the new job children, we can see who the favoritist child was because it wasn't Sage.
No, God no.
Now it'd be funny if it's the coolest at the start, but they just become lazy and the second form is just the The cotton is gone
on
the blade.
Gunbreaker method of making a relic weapon. Yeah, because let me tell you, the resistance gunblade does not stay cool the entire time. It starts off okay. The other one that was like that, the final stage of the Dragoon weapon in the resistance ones is offensively bad compared to the stage before it. The stage before the last is so much better.
And the monk relic looks cool, but it does remind me of the Realm Reborn final relic. Like, it's removed the glow. It's more detailed, but it reminds me of that because that was kind of what it looked like in a way. Except for that was a line instead. Like, it's cool, but we've kind of had something like that in a way.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like it. I mean, ultimately, as long as the final stage looks good, no one will end up really caring. It's all for glams eventually anyway. But and like, look at it this way. It can't be any worse than the Eureka weapons.
I don't know.
And I love Eureka, but yeah.
I do too. I loved Eureka, but that final stage pole arm is butt cheek. It's
all the weapons are butt cheek.
They're all so bad. Like, the Eureka weapons are a borderline war crime.
I would like to. I wish they did more with the samurai blade.
Let me see the
like the sheath is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I wish there was something a little more.
They should add a bit of gold to the blade itself, in my opinion, or like a red tint to show blood or something.
Yeah, and hopefully when it all levels up, it gets a little bit more, and the glowy aspects and everything like that. But I wish the beginning, like, maybe a little bit more. I mean, I use the wave katana constantly on my samurai, so
I'm bad. I just use the yokai katana because I like some of the yokai weapons. Like, I love the yokai axe for warrior. That's my go-to axe. And machinist, my go-to weapon for that is the bayonet pistols. The little guns from yokai.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, all right. I just saw the katana. Yeah. The sheath is really cool on the sword. Yeah, it needs a little work.
It needs a little something.
I mean, I will say this: a true samurai would tell you that a good samurai's weapon will be in their sheath most of the time. But
always keep it sheathed, folks.
Unfortunately, this is Final Fantasy 14, and that is not a possibility most of the time.
I just like to little samurai dance, like the blade to look cool when I do my samurai dance.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they get better. Like, a lot of them start off good. I hope they get more.
I think we can all vote that the bow is the worst.
Oh, no, I didn't see the bow. Weapon. Oh, let me see this. The Manderville Heart bow. Oh, show it to me.
Oh, it's a bow.
Oh.
I feel like...
Well, that's just a bow.
Is that a bird with like a dove on top?
This bow is the first step, I would say, for a bow in Shadowbringers, because it looks like a Light Warden weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, it does, actually.
It
does. No.
Like, how are you gonna? Wouldn't this be really hard to string the things and blow the horn? You're gonna smack your face.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Also, I just realized I'm looking at him using the bow. He's wearing half gloves when the fingers that he's using to pull back on the string are the ones he doesn't have gloved.
That kind of defeats the purpose.
I love.
Listen, actually, he's a bard. He's just wearing the gloves for style.
It's just sort of like aesthetic. Red is okay. I'm looking at like classes. I used to play a lot more classes, and now I have like the specific ones I play. So I'm like,
yeah. Well, same here. It's like I used to love Monk, but they ruined Monk. I enjoyed so now I enjoyed it. I was never a big fan of Dragoon, but that's more a controller thing back in the day.
I would like to say the only thing I can think about for Monk for their relic weapon is when I saw them on Twitter for the first time, someone said, yes, as a Monk main, I can now live my dream of being a hand puppet master. And that's all I can think about with these Monk weapons.
Yeah. I started leveling up Monk now finally, and it's okay. It just feels Monk feels old, I think, is the best way I can think to describe what Monk feels like to me. It feels like a really old job, which it shouldn't because it's been reworked a bajillion times. Like, it feels old like Dragoon feels old a lot of the time. Dragoon feels still like a Realm Reborn job, despite the fact that it's gotten, of course, an update every time an expansion's come around. It feels, though, when you play it, like still a very classically designed FF14 job.
The problem with Monk is it played the exact same for every expansion until this expansion.
Right.
And then they ruined it, in my opinion, because I missed my Super Saiyan.
Yeah. So I didn't play it before this expansion, so I guess I can't speak to how it was before, but I'll say what it is now doesn't feel fun.
Because you used to have to do your rotation to keep Grease lightning up, and that gave you like a cool lighting effect around your character. And I like that. I just wanted the lightning effect. And now they just give you Grease lightning as a trait, which means they've removed the effect.
Right.
And I miss that. I play the game for style as well as actually playing the game.
And I get why they would do that, like from the perspective of like, especially nowadays, more fights do this kind of thing of having like big long moments of downtime while stuff happens in them. That's a thing they've gone to doing more and more, and it would.
They fixed that in Shadowbringers because they changed it. They changed it. No, they changed it because they added a move called Form the Strike, which originally let you switch your stances so you could start in lightning right away. But later on, they added a trait where if you press Form the Strike where you got lightning on, it just reset the timer. So when you're outside the battle, you could just keep pressing it every 15 seconds to keep your lightning stacks up.
Yeah, and that would work most times. Sometimes now we get those things where we go into a cutscene instead of that. You can't press a button during that.
Well, we had you can't. That's the problem. Yeah, it ruins that. But it's like I wish they could have just found a way to give.
Yeah.
Remember Alexander, where you got the time dilation effect, where you had everything paused and you kept your buffs. And you did it in
exactly.
Crystal. Like, I wish they just paused everyone's buffs before the cutscene happened, and then it continues the timer once it ends.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Sincerely, every Dragoon ever would love that, or would have loved that at the time. When I still had to worry about Blood of the Dragon.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Your change is coming soon. 7.0.
Yeah, soon. Trademark, whatever that means.
Well, it was going to be last patch,
it was.
And then they pushed it.
Yep, it was originally going to be the last patch, and all the Dragoons flipped the F out and were like, who wants this? Wait, why are we getting changed? What's happening? And instead, the changes they made, were the worst thing ever. I hated the changes that they made. Like the small minor things they did. They undid something that they did for us in 6.0 because some people didn't like it due to latency issues. And I'm like, but it's so much worse now. It takes 2 spots on my bar instead of 1. Ugh.
By the way, Paul, do you remember the fact that was it with Mr. Happy on the show? I was like, what do you think about the Dragoon changes that are coming up? And everyone looked at me like I was a madman.
Yeah,
because I found out they hadn't really been announced properly yet. I'm like, oops. Like they'd been announced that on an interview that day, and I'm like talking about like how they're might change in the future. Oof. And everyone's looking at me confused and like, I'm like really determined that it's happening. Dragoon has button bloats. Let's add the button. We took it back. Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's exactly what they did. They bastard.
Yeah. So
everything SE does is to make me mad. I'm convinced.
I already want.
What's that?
And that's have a pet and bring it like every 2 minutes.
In 11.
Fucking SF11, baby.
They bring out like a dragon and then they start like jumping around, do all your jumps stuff in sync. So cool.
Yeah, like in 11.
The good old days. Except it wasn't the good old days. Do you remember what Dragoon was like in 11? No one got to ever play anything. I never got to see shit out of my Dragoon.
Because wasn't it the fact that your dragon took half the party's XP for a while?
Yep. So the dragon lowered your XP for a while, and then they fixed that. But then everyone realized, wait a minute, that dragon is like 20 to 25% of your overall damage. And I went, yes. Yeah. And they went, but it's dead all the time. And I'm like,
yeah. And you can only summon it every 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. FF11 was a great game.
Is a good sentence because as much as I have nostalgia for it, I don't want to play it again. But
never again.
I just want to say thank you for joining us again. We're going to have to start wrapping up now. Remember, always wrap it up and be safe, unless you know the person.
Always be safe and consensual.
Yeah, safe and consensual.
But I would love to have you back on again if we can get consent on a future episode.
Oh, of course.
So Raina, yeah, I think we'll probably be back at some point. I'm sure we will be. We got to get Draco to show up one of these times.
I was like, we got to drag him in.
Well, I heard the episode where he said that he only likes podcasts where he enjoys the voice. So clearly we know that he doesn't like our voice. Right, Paul?
Oh, I'm gonna smack
we
him
got
upside the head.
canon
I'll
as
beat
well.
him up.
Yeah, we'll beat him up.
I'll beat him up.
So thank you so much for joining us. Would you like to give some shout outs and, promote yourself, whore yourself out a little bit?
Oh,
I know it's
well.
a shocker, but
I'll say if there's anything I'm good at, you can follow us on Twitter at WOLCastXIV and check us out at the Warriors of Lust podcast. Basically anywhere you find your podcast. That's Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, you name it. You can find us there. You can also find us on Podbean at warriorsoflustpodcast.podbean.com. So basically all the spots that you can check us out, and you can join us in the Lair of the Casuals Discord server. Where we have a channel that will come chat with you all and answer your questions and take topics for shows and things that you want on the air. We'll do all that stuff in the Warriors of Lust, or in the Lair of these Casuals Discord server. And if you really end up liking the show, make sure you check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Scalia. That's me, ESKALIA. And money there goes directly towards funding the Warriors of Lust podcast. And if you are a patron on there, you not only get access to the Green Room show that we do for every episode beforehand, but you also get the episodes 2 days early if you join the Lusty Legion. So I look forward to seeing you. Yeah.
I will say, Google, you're bad, because why are you telling me that I shouldn't go to the Warriors of Lost Podbean? So,
you know what? That's something I haven't done in a minute. What happened? Just Google Warriors of Lust. What do you get?
No, when I click on your Twitter link, it says, warning, Twitter, the link you are trying to access has been identified by Twitter as potentially unsafe.
I am unsafe now.
Hold up. I am reading that out right now. My podcast identified as potentially unsafe, and that is a ringing endorsement. Twitter has identified the Warriors of Lust podcast.
Ignore this warning and continue. Yes, of course I will.
Potentially unsafe.
I can't believe we're safe.
I am putting that on a banner.
They're just
Boom, got it.
Okay. Serena, have you got anything you want to say before we go? Like maybe your Twitch?
Oh, yeah. If you're interested in following me on Twitter, you can find me at Purple Goth Zayla. And I go by Kieran. It's Kieran Rose.
Oh.
I'm bad today. Apparently, I don't know how to do my own exit.
You saved it all up for the last episode.
I know. I used all of my streaming stuff on the last episode. And now I'm kind of flustered.
And I wish you the best for your wedding. I hope it goes well.
Thank you. I'm hoping
2/3 of the Warriors of Lust are going to be married.
I know.
Crazy. We gotta get Draku. We gotta.
I feel like Draco would end up marrying Draku. That is a problem.
We gotta find him someone. Actually, I think
That could be a goal for
dating,
season
isn't he?
3.
Oh my God! Yeah, the marriage season.
Because man season.
the Bachelor of FF14. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put out that apology right now before it gets back to him. Draku is dating.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, before we end, I just want to shout out to some people who actually left some wonderful comments on Bonus Roll. Remember, you can find us on Bonus Roll, where there's loads of different Final Fantasy 14, Elder Scrolls, and World of Warcraft podcasts. I think even Warriors of Lost is on Bonus Roll. So go check out Bonus Roll. I want to do some shout outs to George Carver. Sorry if I say your name wrong. Great podcast. Can't wait to hear more. Shout out to Geekar. He said great listen. Shout out to Beyond Blood. Great podcast. Can't wait to hear more. And a shout out to Zerbo Reyes, who says, haha, barbecue and Fantasy 14. I'm in. Also shout out to Talon_Broadbent, who left a wonderful review. They all left 5 stars, so if you want to go leave a review, go check out Bonus Roll. For some reason, our bot isn't working, so I'm going to have to go find it. So yeah, thank you so much.
Bot lag.
Oh yeah, bonusroll.gg, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, even if it's a bad review, go give us a review and we'll shout it out during the show. So thank you so much to everyone that joined us today. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.